Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my handbag channel where I love talking about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and any beautiful bags that I might be obsessed about in this world. If you like that kind of content, we should be buddies, and go ahead and click that subscribe button. Turn on notifications because I'd love to have you back in all of my videos. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my first impression of this bag over here. This is the Coach Borough bowling bag, and if you missed the unboxing video, go ahead and check it out. I've left it in the description box below. Recently, I did travel to Malaysia, and when I travel, I don't bring a lot of handbags with me, but this was one of the handbags that I decided to take along to my trip to Malaysia with me. That trip was approximately 3 weeks long, and I used this bag for about 50% of the time. So essentially, I was able to put it through lots and lots of different scenarios, as well as, really wear it for the whole day. So I feel like I have a good idea of how I feel about this bag. And I'll be honest, it surprised me a little bit. I'm going to insert the clip of what I said about this bag when I first unboxed it. Okay, this is a bold statement, but I think this is going to be my favorite Coach bag ever. Welcome now, I feel like I'm going to eat my words because I can't help but say, I can't say this is my favorite Coach bag. So I did experience some hiccups that I didn't expect when I ordered it, because when I purchased the bag, it was relatively new. Certainly, I thought it looked like it was going to work really, really well for me, and I thought it would be perfect and there'll be no problems whatsoever. Clearly, I went ahead and ordered it, but between the time that I ordered it and the time that I received it, there were a number of other YouTubers that did some first impressions on the bag as well, and I'm like, uh-oh. I wonder if I would be bothered by the issue that they were reporting. So let's get started. Typically when I do a bag review, I do go into quite a lot of detail, but I feel like my unboxing video was not that long ago and it's got a lot of details in that video already. For example, I go through dimensions and the price that I paid for and so on and so forth. So I'm going to just keep this video a little bit more concise and talk about, say, pros and cons. Certainly I'll give it a spin around so that you can have a quick reminder of what the bag looks like. So this is what it looks like from the front. Okay, so one side and the other side again, and the bottom, it's got no feet. So I'll just describe it to you. So it is like a bowling style bag. To me, bowling bags are usually a bit bigger, and they are usually, in my mind, I imagine them to be quite flexible, quite soft and squishy, and really comfortable to use. This bag does have a little bit of structure. I can squeeze it, but it's relatively firm at the base, and it certainly can hold its structure very easily. I don't anticipate this bag falling into a puddle whatsoever. It's got these double top handles, so these are really convenient. Some people don't always like these top handles to stay upright all the time. They prefer it to fall down. Personally, I prefer top handles to stay up because I find it really elegant in terms of the silhouette of the bag, and also in terms of ease of use. When you place it down, the top handles are still there. It's really convenient to just grab it or, put your arm through it and sweep it off its feet, so to speak. I guess it's really in those situations when sometimes I find that my hands are not clean, or maybe they're a bit grimy and I have to go and wash them, or they still have, say, hand sanitizer on them, and I don't necessarily want to grab the top handles, or say if the top handles are resting down, I don't want to have to pick up the top handles and touch any of the leather. The upright handles make it really convenient for me to just slide my hand through and to pick up the bag this way. What I also like about the bag is that the branding is extremely subtle. So it only says Coach in really small lettering up here. And sure, there's this hang tag over here, but it's a blind stamp. And because the bag is black, it's really hard to actually read that unless you're pretty close. And on the back, there's no branding whatsoever. With regards to the strap that I have here, it is a third-party strap that I bought from Amazon. It is a guitar strap. It is fully adjustable as well. Coach does provide a strap for this bag, and I appreciate that it's detachable. So although Coach very generously provides adjustable straps with a lot of settings, they typically have about 7 length settings for each strap. Because of how short I am and because my preference for the bag to sit really high, and also generally because I prefer a broad strap. The Coach strap really doesn't meet my preferences anyway, so I do have 3 of these straps that I ordered from Amazon, and I'll link them below if they are still available. I initially bought my first one in the light pink, and because I've used that one so much, I've gone ahead and purchased one in black as well as one in olive green. But this strap is adjustable. It's got really nice Louis Vuitton looking D-rings. It has a slide buckle and also a D-ring over here so that if you want to hang your hand sanitizer or a bag charm, you can go ahead and do so here. So I highly recommend this strap. So I would say that those are all the things that I like about this bag. I should say the price is not bad. I purchased it for 525 Australian dollars, and that was after discount. And I know, I mean, that's an okay price for Australia and for a bag that I consider very beautiful, because in the US, you can certainly get this bag for much cheaper. In terms of wear and tear, I wore it, I would say, so since I was away for 3 weeks during my holiday, I would say I would have worn it at least 10 times for long days as well. So in terms of carrying comfort, it's not bad. It is a structured bag, so you have to take that into consideration as well. But in general, it's not bad. In terms of the leather, it's lasted quite well. This is meant to be glove tan leather, and I understand glove tan leather will patina nicely, so it will have an age defect after a while. I did get this bag caught in quite heavy rain one of the days, and I mean, I wasn't worried. I purchased this bag as like a throw around bag, so I wasn't going to be particularly worried if this patinaed or continued to age. I kind of just dried it up and it actually looks totally fine, good as new. All right, so moving on to things about this bag that bugged me. All right, so I know I talked about the upright handles and how I really like them. Now, with regards to the zipper, they only have one zipper pull on this side. It's not particularly long. So what I found slightly inconvenient was, because these top handles were here, as I tried to unzip it, essentially my hand would have to go between the top handles like so. And, you know, there are other bags or other brands that have much longer zipper pulls, and I find those are more convenient. Like, you know, even if it was, say, I don't know, 3 inches longer, like the ones that Gucci provides, or even like the really long one that Saint Laurent provides on their camera bags. If the zipper pull was longer, my hands wouldn't have to pass between the top handles as I zipped and unzipped the bag. And this is why I went ahead and put a keychain on it, so that I can just very conveniently like grab the keychain and open it up or close it up like that. Now, the other thing about the zipper that I want to talk about is Coach only provided one zipper pull as opposed to 2, so that the bag can be zipped in either direction. When I carry this bag, I carry it crossbody, and I carry it crossbody in this direction, so the bag would be resting on my right hip. It would be sitting on this side as such. What I found is sometimes the bag would tilt a little bit like this, in which case if I unzipped the bag would first start opening on this side, which is the lower side of the bag. And if there was something sitting close to the opening, I was always concerned that things might fall out as I continued to unzip and open up the bag. So what I did to solve this problem was I wore this bag the wrong way around. So I wore the back of the bag facing forward. So this way, so I'll just close the bag up. So this way, if I carry the bag like this and it was tilted like this, when I opened up the bag, it would be the top part of the bag that opened up first, and I wouldn't be so concerned about things falling out. And typically when I open up the bag, I don't open it up all the way anyway, in which case I felt secure to intimately leave the bag open because this portion of the zip was still closed up. Yeah. So I kind of problem solved around that a little bit. I personally don't mind carrying the bag backwards with the logo sitting at the back instead. But just something to note, I think it would have been better if Coach gave us 2 zipper pulls. So the other thing that I didn't realize would bother me but was mentioned by other YouTubers was that the bag is actually quite stiff to open. I think it was Julie from Asian Bag Reviews as well as Eva from Future Floyd who mentioned that the bag opening is somewhat stiff and you do have to pry it open a little bit. I did not expect that because of how low the zipper pulls came down to. So when I heard them say it, my bag hadn't arrived yet, and I was like, uh-oh, we'll see how we go. And I agree with them. You do have to pry the bag open a little bit to get your stuff. And, you know, the zippers are scratchy as standard. I do complain about scratchy zippers because I do have sensitive skin on my hands. But yeah, that was something that I can confirm. It is a little bit stiff and you do have to pry it open to go and get your stuff, especially when it's quite full. Speaking of full, in terms of capacity, I actually did expect this bag to fit a little bit more than it does. It's the structure that limits how much I can carry. So I honestly thought I could fit a little bit more in this bag than I did. And it was also kind of tight to try and get things in and out. You know, from that point of view, that was something I did not expect just from looking at the bag online. The other thing that I didn't expect as well, which I can confirm does happen since I started using the bag. I think it was Eva that mentioned it. She talked about how the bag can flip because of the position of these D-rings over here. And yeah, sometimes if you pick up the bag like that, it potentially can flip upside down. Yeah, but I have to say, I only really notice that when the bag is empty. So say, for example, I'm trying to switch out of another bag to this one, and this one's sitting just on the table or something like that. And if I don't pick it up by the top handles and I pick it up by the straps, it may flip over. See? But I haven't noticed it to be a problem if the bag is full and there's already weight on the bottom of the bag. I did also show you that the bag has no feet. So down the bottom, it does say Genuine Glove 10 leather, just so you know. And I do feel this bag would be that much better if there were some feet on the bottom of the bag. And if you want to check out what fits, I did demonstrate that in my unboxing video, so go ahead and check it out if you're curious. And in terms of capacity and how it's kind of tight to get things in and out of this bag, usually when I start hanging my hand sanitizer on the outside of the bag, that's usually a sign that the bag is kind of tight on the inside. Like even such a small thing needs to be hung on the outside for easy access. So, you know, here's a sign that it's kind of tight inside. And mod shorts are also included in the unboxing video. So that does it for the review of this bag. If you have any questions, certainly go ahead and leave it in the comments section below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel and I'm trying to grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.